watching a master at work.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Tell it like it is. 9 o'clock, another late night edition. How y'all doing out there? Big Joe, Big Bun.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on with you, man?
Nothing much.
Well, we moved again a little bit. Last week was on at what, 9:30?
They're moving down.
Moved down a little bit, 9 o'clock slot on the hour. But this is the second to last show. Next week will be our season finale. Woo! I was told we were gonna go like 2 hours, like a telethon or something.
Stat Girl said, huh?
Oh, they didn't tell you, Stat Girl? Stat Girl, first of all, hello. How you doing there? How your mama doing? How baby mama doing? How you doing? UPTV Channel 6, tell it like it is. We're here. Myself, Big Bun, as I said earlier. Give you an hour ride through the world of sports. And I want a lot of phone calls tonight. Stat Girl had what she have last week on the call minimum?
Oh, she had 5. No, she had
I think it was
5. Yes.
Yeah, I think it was 5.
Yeah, we're going to move it up.
What do you think the minimum should be tonight?
10 spot.
A 10 spot?
10 spot. We got to have 10.
10.
Remember what happened last time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
We need 10 calls tonight to save Stat Girl's job.
You're right.
You know, as I keep telling everybody, this is not union. She can be. We'll fire her in the middle of the show if we have to.
You're right.
That's how serious we are here.
We got people outside ready to replace her.
That's replacement Stat Girl. You ready out there? Yeah. See, you hear? She ready to go. So we need 10. What's the number?
384-42.
3? No. What? What?
What is it, Stat Girl?
Oh, it's on the TB again.
2452.
384-2452. 384-2452. Hit us at UPTV Channel 6. Tell it like it is. Big Bun. Let's jump into the first topic. Pac-Man Jones. Let's say that again. Pac-Man Jones. One more time.
No, that's enough.
That's enough. Because you know what?
Because I'm tired of hearing his name.
Me too.
The
Pac-Man
boy-
Jones.
The boy is just messing up. I raised the boy like I wanted to, and he out doing all this devilish stuff.
Mama, I don't know what be happening.
It ain't me.
It ain't me. It's all my friends.
It's hard to believe.
Well, people don't know what we're talking about. Pac-Man Jones
Dropped his appeal.
with Roger Goodall about, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Guess what? Clark County, Nevada picked it up.
And said, Pac-Man, you come on out here and visit us at the county jail.
You want it.
Because you want it. They put up they had a paper. They had a piece of paper for Pac-Man Jones.
With a judge name signed.
And it said, Judge Hingham Jones. And he gonna get hung.
You right.
Facing 2 felony counts, coercion and aggravated assault. Pac-Man Jones surrendered himself to the Clark County Sheriff today. And guess when he surrendered? 2 a.m. this morning.
Oh, he partied.
He snuck in. Right, see? You know what's going on with him. Pac-Man flew into Vegas with his attorney, went and surrendered 2 o'clock in the morning, fingerprint booked, and bonded himself out $20,000.
That's all.
20.
Come on, man.
20
That man had $81,000 at the strip club.
Well, you figure if it's the 10% rule, that means he had a $200,000 bond.
That ain't enough.
Well, for the charges now, he ain't been charged with murder now, but Pac-Man Jones be getting in a lot of trouble, and this is the latest faux pas.
That's good. Time out, though. Time out.
Time out.
We got something in Fulton County, Georgia. They want to talk to him about something happened there.
What happened in Fulton County?
I think it was a shooting at a Shake Booty establishment,
Shake Booty establishment.
a gentleman's club.
Gentlemen's club. Strippers?
Again,
Once again, Pac-Man Jones and strippers. Now, here's my question. And I want these folks out there to 384-2452, because I know you're watching, know you're listening, UPTV Channel 6, tell it like it is. Give us a call on this. What is the allure with strip clubs and the NFL and the NBA?
money, money, money. If I got millions of dollars and I won't go to a gentleman's club, I'm going to sit there with a stack of 1s and 5s, and I'm going to sit here and play with them. Now, you come in, old Joe Stovall.
Hold on a second. Let me see. I got here. Dang. I got $2.
That will get you nothing. It won't even get you a libation.
So I can't get an adult beverage if I walk into the strip club.
No.
So you're telling me that it's all about money when
It's
it comes
all-
to the strip club?
Yes, it's fame and glory.
Okay.
It's like a magnet. Money and women is like magnets.
Yeah, but help me out here. I understand money and women, the attraction. I understand that. But there's something in the middle of both of them. Trouble.
That's true.
Trouble.
Especially when they had those adult beverages.
So, first question I'll throw out to you about strip clubs, money, athletes. You're already a public figure.
It's true.
You walk into the club
It's like the movie Players Club. They hit the dollar bill, hit the button.
and the sirens go off.
Oh, girl, it's money up top.
Pac-Man Jones is in the house. Woo! It's that girl that
she ain't buying it.
she ain't falling for that one.
No, she ain't buying
Ain't
it. She
falling
over
for
there,
that.
she like, we all talk about something else.
Something else. But I'm serious. I mean, this thing, because think about what's happening. Nick Barnett, linebacker for the Green Bay Packers,
Got in trouble.
got in trouble Sunday. Pac-Man Jones, as we all know about, got in trouble at the All-Star game in February, and that's the charges he's facing today. But he also got in trouble Monday down in Georgia at Atlanta at a strip club. Back in the 90s, Patrick Ewing and a whole host of NBA players were caught up in a scandal down in Atlanta, a strip club down there. We all know about Steven Jackson, the former Indiana Pacer, shooting off his gun because he got hit by a car at where?
Indianapolis at the Gentlemen's Club.
At the gentleman. If you're at a gentleman's club, why can't you act like a gentleman?
It's not like that. It's like, I'm a celebrity, I'm a superstar. You bow down.
Okay.
Then the kind of we walk in a club and we see like Pac-Man Jones and all them sit down. You know where we better go? To the other gentleman's club down the street where they have 3-legged women and they head twist off and them kind. Where we going there? We'd be celebrities.
So what you
with
said-
$2?
We got to go to the Section 8 strip club.
Oh man, you got to. You got to.
I got my coupon.
Yes, we take link cards.
Gee, secured credit card?
Oh, link.
Link?
Yes.
Oh, I think I'll get a dance tonight. Ooh. But so you're saying that because these guys have the physical appeal, the personal appeal, the celebrity of being an athlete.
It's the ego, it's the stamina, it's the gut and glory.
But, okay, stripping, probably the second oldest profession in the world next to the other one.
Yes.
Football's been around for quite a long time,
Yes, it has.
and money's been all around even longer. How come now? Why now is this an issue? Meaning, how come guys can't go out to a club and have a good time and get in their vehicles and go home like they used to do forever?
They can't do that, Joe. They
Why
want
not?
They want everybody to talk about it. You be like, man, Joe, man, dog, man, I was in the club last night, and man, that Pac-Man Joe, he was throwing money like it was water. And I just sat back and just sucked it all in and then sit there and enjoyed myself.
Okay, so I hear that. I hear the ego part. I understand that part, where it's me. The new generation, it's the me. Me generation, me generation. Look at me. Look what I do. Look how I do it. I understand that part. But after that's over with, what's with the extracurriculars in the parking lots and at the front door?
Because me and you are mad because before Bill and Bob showed up, we had a person sitting down talking to. We buying them drinks and stuff. And so once Bill and Bob walked in,
Twos and fews ain't good
man,
enough, huh?
our money ain't no good.
Well,
Our money short now. We just sat back and man, we just sat back and we full now. We tipping. We tipping good. Then we thinking about it.
okay.
Man, what we gonna do? Catch them in the parking lot. Let's go and rob them.
So what you saying is, it's not the athletes, it's the
the-
player haters.
It's the player hating. Player hating degrees.
I-
101.
I got it now. I got it now.
Because you'd be mad if you say, for instance, you go somewhere and you with somebody, and you know you talking good conversation, everything going good. Then all of a sudden, here come Jason. He's coming in the building, and you like, where you going? What can you?
You can't buy. Jason the one that got the money. You ain't got no money.
Now you mad?
So I'm mad at not.
You done jag $50 off,
And that's a lot of money for us.
and you sit over like.
I'll spend $50. Got
And
it.
here he is. He got stacks of ones and fives. He doing it like this. Or Pac-Man Joe's in Las Vegas, $81,000. Even though he wanted to back afterwards.
Right. That was show
That's
money.
stunned in front right there.
There you go. There you go. For all you out there, you know what we talking about.
Stunned
He's
in front.
And he came in with the 2 briefcases. Front.
Yeah. Make sure I get that money back the end of the night.
That's just show money. That ain't real money.
What?
Yeah, girl.
All this money on the stage stays.
No.
Yes.
This ain't church. That ain't the building fund I threw up there. I'm not tithing up in here. So you're saying that it's the player hating. But here's the second point on this issue. And if you're sitting at home, watch this UPTV Channel 6, Tell Like It Is, the late evening version. We're at the Playboy Mansion again doing it. Look at this fine round.
Right, look. Got the bear.
The bear hanging out with us tonight with the Cub hat on. But give us a hit, 384-2452. Stat Girl got a 10-call minimum tonight.
Oh, she going to be in trouble.
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 Trouble. You and Debo.
But the thing about Joe, I think, seriously, I think these guys on steroids, and it's affecting their minds now.
So, and great segue. Excellent segue. So Pac-Man Jones, 20,000. Nick Barnett, Green Bay Packer linebacker, strip club. Michael Vick, he ain't in the strip club.
He in dogfight club.
He dogfight club, right? So what's happened? My point is, I'm a millionaire. I'm an instant millionaire.
You got to find something to do.
I need something that gives me an adrenaline rush. I play football during the week. I practice, and on Sunday I got thousands on the stands and millions at home watching me. And when that game ends, my adrenaline is still here. But the game is over with. And I need an adrenaline rush. So what happens this week? LeVar Arrington, motorcycle. Kellen Winslow Jr., a couple years ago, motorcycle. Ben Roethlisberger last year, motorcycle. Michael Vick, dogfighting. Pac-Man Jones and countless others, strip clubs. So is this, following your line about the steroids, is this the thing they need, an adrenaline rush?
Maybe so. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I hate to say it, it's minorities that's doing it.
I know it's a touchy subject, but I'm glad you brought race into this.
I mean, you don't see Brian Urlacher. The only thing they say about Brian Urlacher, he's changing jerseys. He wearing number 55 now.
Yeah,
That's just for, he trying to.
pump up Lance Briggs.
Yeah.
Get him
I mean, like, come on now. You guys do something else.
right. First of all, if I'm a first round draft pick, like Pac-Man Jones was 2 years ago, when he signed with the Tennessee Titans, his signing bonus was between $10 and $12 million.
Let's think about that.
What could he have done at his own house to kind of equip it so he can stay at home.
He could put indoor arena football.
Arena-
Have the boys come over.
Or he could put 4 poles in his basement and make his own strip club
Yeah.
and stay at home.
Come to Pac-Man.
Right.
Chomp at it.
Now, last thing on this subject, and if you got an opinion on it, give us a hit at 384-2452. What's the deal with the entourage?
I mean, some of them, they have entourages, and like Kevin Garnett, he have people around him that go every game. You never hear about them because they do positive things.
Right.
But see, then you get a guy like Pac-Man Jones. You know, he probably come from, I ain't gonna say the project, but you know, he probably wasn't well-to-do with everything, and he bring his boys in there, and they ain't used to nothing. They used to drinking Wild Irish Rose and eating chicken wing. Now they eating prime rib and Cristal, and they were like, man. Then here we go, money and women. They want to get close to you, so what they do?
They get close to you, all right.
Then the next thing you know, it's the boys that, man, I wouldn't take that from him. Really?
You know how you used to roll back in the day?
You're right.
That's amazing, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't understand it because I look at Pac-Man Jones, regardless of his background. Regardless, that's one thing. I'm not going to give him a pass or any other athlete a pass on this. I've said this before on the show. Rules are rules.
He has a talent, and he's going to lose it.
And he's getting ready to lose it. Why? Because all of a sudden, rules don't apply to him.
He's above the law. So you know what happened?
The law shows him.
Al Capone went above the law.
And what happened to him?
He went to jail for tax evasion.
Yeah. They didn't get
Simple. They didn't get him for not a murder.
But
They got him on something simple.
And that's the long, you see how it reaches? Now I know mine a little short, but
Reach out there and get you.
it gets you. The long arm of the law, and it gets these guys, and it's getting frustrating. It's getting more frustrating because, everybody said, well, your athlete's not the role model. Yes, they are. Because I have yet to walk in a kid's room and see a picture or a poster of a doctor or a lawyer or a teacher.
I had a poster of a doctor.
Dr. J.
Dr.
Duncanstein. Hey, Daryl Griffin. Yeah, okay, I'm with you on that. You got me. But I'm talking, with the old lab.
Yeah,
and he had the
come on.
lab coat on, and he had the little thing on his head.
You better go a little deeper. You better go to the table with a scalpel.
And he was, I'm feeling you.
But you're right. You never go in the kids' room. You never see pictures, poster of their dad playing in the sports and nothing like that. You see Michael Vick, Chad Johnson, all these guys. Peyton Manning.
Right. Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds. Those are the pictures you see on the wall. So whenever an athlete tries to, when Barkley made the commercial, I'm not raising your kids. No, you're not raising my kids. But my kids are looking up to you, and they're cutting on the TV, and they're trying to emulate what you do. So when you go out at night, the same money that goes in your pocket when you get this signing bonus is the same thing that's coming back into the community where kids are seeing this. Just be cognizant of it.
I'd like to see Pac-Man Jones in the year 2020. You'll follow. Where are they now?
Right. Pac-Man Jones will be working at the strip club as a doorman. Two. Hey, Charlie, 2 for the gentleman here. Let him on in. Hey, ain't you? Yeah.
Adam Jones.
Yep, that's me. That's me. Hey, you don't look the same. What happened to the dreadlocks?
I had to cut them off.
Yeah. Put on a few pounds too, huh, Pac-Man?
Stress.
So how was that 10 years you did?
Oh, lovely. Worst 10 years of my life.
Now you turn it back around,
I
huh?
remember back though in 2000, I ran that punt back for a touchdown.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Pac-Man, could you go get my car for me?
Yeah.
That's going to be the Where Are They Now segment. Adam Pac-Man Jones.
You're right.
Now, the phone hadn't rung, 384-2452. We've been on the air about 24 minutes. Stat girl over there in a semi-comatose state, just chilling. And look,
Oh, look at there.
her picture go on the screen, her cousin called. Girl, is that cornbread? Did you leave it on? I thought you did the show at 7.
Yes.
So Stat Girl got her first phone call. Y'all give us a hit, 384-2452. Big Joe, Big Bun, tell it like it is, UPTV Channel 6. Football.
It's about ready to start.
About 30 days before we
Oh, yeah.
training camp.
It's getting close to that time.
It is
That
getting
time.
close. It is getting close to that time, and
Equipment managers are getting the pads out, dusting them all,
yeah.
getting the helmets on. They don't have no face mask on them now.
No.
You put a helmet on, it's just a helmet.
And then pump it up.
And pump it up. What face mask would you like?
I go to if I, I ain't never played football, but if I
You
did,
get a single bar.
single bar,
Joe Theismann?
right?
Hey, break your nose.
Well, I tell you what, instead of breaking my nose, let's break off this caller. Caller, tell us your name, tell us where you're calling from, tell it like it is.
Mike from Urbana. Hi.
How you doing?
Thank you for taking the time to make this show.
Oh, not a problem, man, not a problem.
I only wanted to call to tell this hilarious joke that doesn't involve any dropping of the bomb named F, no cussing, no dirty references.
Oh, darn,
So
bro.
it goes, what did Ron Isley say when he went to the wishing well?
What did Ron Isley say when he went to the wishing well? I don't know. What did he say?
Well, well, well.
Now, that's too smooth. Too smooth. Anything you want to talk about in reference to sports, Mike?
I guess I can make one comment on Illini football without cussing again, except I'm thinking of cussing in my head. Never hire a coach named after the doctor in Hager the Horrible.
Good one, Mike. Appreciate you calling, tell it like it is. We got a comedian hit us on Friday night.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey,
Everybody want to get a joke off.
hey, well.
Well.
Oh, Ron Isley. And he was smooth with it, too.
Yeah, he's about 90 years old now. ain't he?
Mike, give us a call next time we do the Tell It Like It Is comedy show. Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey come on here, and we
Yes.
can do that. But like you said, football, about 30 days away, training camp will be kicking off. And right now there's some rumblings in terms of free agents, or not free agents, but franchise players. You talked earlier in the show about Lance Briggs' number being worn by Brian Urlacher yesterday in practice, the last OTA. July 15th is the drop dead date where these guys have to be signed to get the 1 year exception. July 15th is only what, 3 weeks away?
Wow.
Are the Bears going to sign Lance Briggs, or is he going to sit out the season?
I'll tell you what, it'd be a silly mistake.
Second question, Asante Samuels, cornerback for the New England Patriots.
He better go and go to camp. Many times he got burnt last year.
See, Asante is looking at, here's what he's looking at. He had the same amount of interceptions as Champ Bailey. Is he the same cornerback as Champ Bailey?
No. We don't know how his.
Wait a minute, say it again.
No. How does the interception happen? It could have been deflections, misread routes. He's like, oh, he's running the in pattern now, and he's throwing the ball out. Let me run it.
Right.
Champ Bailey going, he's a go-getter.
Right. And because of that, he's thinking he's going to parlay that into big success. So, Asante Samuel, Lance Briggs, Larry Johnson, running back for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. Oh,
He's only making $1.7 million.
He won't
He want
LT money.
Right. And LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, what do you make? 5.7?
That's enough.
So should Larry Johnson get that kind of money?
No.
1,700 yards past
No.
2 seasons?
No.
Not worth it?
He ain't worth $5 million a year. Wow. I'd give him 3.5.
Priest Holmes is done. His neck injury, he's not going to be back for Kansas City. Kansas City just got rid of Trent Green, the quarterback, so Damon Heward, he's not a good quarterback, so
Who is he?
that's what Larry Johnson asked. Who's the quarterback? Oh, man.
I want 5, because y'all finna run me to death.
He ran 417 attempts last year.
LJ left, LJ right, LJ up the middle.
Punt. That's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs offense. A lot of different things going to be happening. Stay tuned. We'll be
Different formations.
different formations, but the same plays. It's just like Denzel and Remember the Titans. Like Novocaine, takes a while, but it's effective.
You're right.
But if you want to give us a call, 384-2452, give us a hit. Now, rolling out of the NFL and rolling into Major League Baseball.
Play ball.
Play ball. But we're going to play with these phones at 384-2452. Caller, tell us your name, tell us where you call from, tell it like it is.
My name is Heather, and I'm calling from Champaign. I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think that professional athletes should do to portray a positive image for youth today?
I think the first thing that they have to do is remember the old saying our parents used to tell us when you're growing up, don't go out and embarrass us.
You're right.
That's number one. That's the simplest message any athlete could take out is remember when you step out in the public eye, not only are you representing yourself and your teammate, but there's a mother and a father and a grandmother and a grandfather and an extended family that had a part in you getting to where you're at in your life.
You're right.
That's the first thing. The second thing that they need to recognize is that as an adult, yeah, you have a private life and there's things that you may do that you may not want kids to see. And because of that, do it that way. Don't go out and generate attention on yourself. Keep it private. As I said earlier, if you want to participate in adult behavior like that, stay home. That's the other
Do
thing.
something positive.
Yeah, now, see, here's the thing. A lot of these guys do positive things. And they go,
But you never hear about that, Joe.
but you know why you don't hear about it? It's because when
It's positive.
It's positive, number one, and the media doesn't like positive stuff. But number two, what they don't do is bring attention to that stuff. They go to a function or a hospital on a Tuesday, they make the appearance, and then they try to slip out the back door. No, if I'm going to do that, I'm calling every media outlet in the area and saying, come check me out.
How many will show up?
If not, go get your own video camera and let them know. Anything else, Heather?
Yes. With them making so much money, what do you think they should do differently with their money?
Well, I would love to see a lot more reinvestment back into their home communities. I think a lot of guys make donations to foundations and charities as more of a publicity stunt as opposed to real effective change. I would love to see athletes get more involved like athletes back in the 60s when Jim Brown and Abdul-Jabbar and that crew was really trying to make effective change within the inner city. That's what I want to see them do.
Yep. Good point.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling, Heather. Call us anytime and tell it like it is.
Alrighty.
Take care.
We got another caller online.
Oh, Stat
Do
Girl-
we?
Stat Girl,
Stat Girl?
what you do? Text all your cousins?
Yep.
Is that how tonight's show is working? Stat Girl text one of their girls.
She on her side kicking.
Is that what it is?
Side.
Well, call her. Tell us your name. Tell us where you're calling from. Tell it like it is.
I'm Jordan from Urbana, and I just want to say I had a good game today.
Oh, Jordan had an excellent game today. Who do you play for, Jordan?
Huh?
Who do you play for?
Pepsi?
Pepsi? Oh, wait a minute. Let me
The
hold,
choice of a new generation.
let me hold you up right here. There's your Pepsi right there. Jordan, excellent game. Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had fun and enjoy your weekend. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, you are good coaches.
Well, thank
Thank
you, Jordan. Appreciate you
Monday,
calling.
Yes.
are you going to be at the game on Monday?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Okay, Jordan, take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's good.
Well, now see,
We ain't tell nobody call
right.
in.
First of all,
We ain't
Jordan,
got no phone in front of us.
we're going to let everybody out there in TV land know who that was. That was Jordan Patterson, first all-star first baseman for Pepsi-Cola Little League team in Champaign. And as he said, he had a great game today.
Yes.
So kudos to Jordan and the rest of his teammates. And I appreciate him calling. Now, we did not, I know Stat Girl think we got, give people $5 to call us.
If it is, helping her out.
Right.
And she need the help.
Yeah, that was what, 4 calls?
Cause I'm getting about ready to get that phone call for the chopping block.
Stat Girl, you ever see the Wizard of Oz? Remember when the Wicked Witch had that big hourglass and she turned it over on Dorothy and said, my pretty.
It's coming to an end.
It's halfway down. Got about 25 minutes left in the show. UPTV Channel 6,
All right,
tell it
let's
like it is.
talk about this baseball.
Talk about some baseball. Major League Baseball. 2 months down, 2.5 months down. And the Cubs,
No, the fighting Cubs. Like the fighting Illini, the fighting Cubs. You know what they do, Joe? I hate to say that's your team. They have everybody's name in a hat.
Okay.
They shake it up, and they pull it out. D-Lee.
your turn today.
Oh, man, you mean I got to go out and fight?
Hey.
Anything happen, do it.
You the one.
Oh,
What was that?
come on. That was a good,
If
that wasn't even a good Rocky Balboa fight.
No, that wasn't even a good basketball fight. You know, basketball, they always coming out, hands up, and they swinging.
But the thing about it, he was like, Chris Young got some, are you hurt? He said, no, we're going down first base.
And he said, what? And you know, brothers, when somebody say something to them, they get that high pitch when they're ready. What? And what'd he do?
Swung at him.
And he swung at, how big is Chris Young?
6'10".
255.
But good thing D-Lee moved, because if he swung down, he'd knocked him, he'd have pounded him into Wrigley Field ground.
If you want to see an excellent picture of the fight, Sports Illustrated got a picture, and Derek Lee is like this, eyes closed, and Chris Young missed him by about that much. If he'd have hit D. Lee, his eyes never would have opened back up. He'd have just, I'm done, out.
So you trying to say it's a good Andy Griffith when Opie fights Arnold?
And goes straight down, bam, down goes D. Lee. But yeah, like you said, the Fighting Cubs have now sent one of the players packing who was involved in the Zambrano fight.
They had to.
The punching bag is gone. Michael Bear shipped off to the San Diego Padres.
You know, even when he Sergeant Rock stats, I heard, a guy called me from Chicago, the Tribune, and he told me, he said Michael Bear was a team rat.
Exactly. Remember, 2 weeks ago, the Cubs had a
Private meeting.
Right. And it leaked out to the media.
Wonder who told?
The guy that's on the plane, he's on Southwest Airlines right now.
Oh, he's gone now.
He's a Padre now.
He's out there telling everything.
Oh, man, let me tell you about Zambrano. And then D. Lee. And
Man, I ain't gonna tell you who really hit me. It
Right.
wasn't him.
they was holding me. And they probably gave him a good beat down before he left.
Oh, yeah.
But Barrett's gone from behind the plate. One of the things I'm looking at with the Cubs right now, they won tonight, just to let you know, Sox fan. I know, where are the Sox fans at?
Sarge ain't called.
Sarge ain't called. He's sitting at home, dirty Sox fan. Cubs 5, Sox 1.
But they ain't saying nothing.
No, not saying a thing.
Cubs have played they played the two worst teams in Major League Baseball back to back.
But Soriano led off the game with a home run.
He's good. He's getting hot. He's hot. He's hot.
He's very hot. But here's the
Nice.
problem what I got with that. Now I'm going to ask you this, being a baseball manager yourself. You got a leadoff hitter that's got 13 home runs, 12 of them solo shots. You got the number 3 hole that's got 6 home runs. He got 39 RBIs. The Cubs need to tweak and get Soriano out of that leadoff spot and drop him down to maybe the number 4 hole or 3 hole and put Felix Pie as your leadoff hitter.
Who was it? Even Felix Pie. That's Pie, man. I'm down south. I seen that as P-I-E. I don't care. I'm from Kentucky, and we call it Pie.
Well, where he from, they call it Pie.
Well, whatever.
It's like Perrier.
All right.
Felix Pie.
They should move him up.
And that's the.
I mean,
Everybody
to
talks
me,
about
that's
how-
like softball. That's a wasted home run.
It is. Now they won today, but like I said, when a man has 13 home runs at this point in the season, he should have a few more RBIs than what he has.
That's true.
But when you got 12 home runs that are solo shots, what good are they? What good
Look
are
who's
they?
in front of you. The pitcher and Pie.
And we need to get
Strawberry pie.
Right. Blueberry pie, whatever kind of pie. But they need, and that's the thing I got when people talk about managers. And, he's a tactician or he's a real field general. Well, I'm sitting here watching this and reading the stats. You ain't got to be a rocket scientist to figure out if a guy's hitting 13 home runs and 12 are solos, drop him down in the order and get some base runners on so they can get a few more runs.
You're right.
So-
but the thing about it, though, those people that you put in front of him, behind him, has to hit too.
Yeah, but until you do it, you never know.
Pie, you might move Pie to no one. He might not be used to stepping in the batter's box and it's freshly stamped.
All right, but you say they didn't put the chalk out
Oh
fresh.
yeah,
and
he's smelling the chalk.
He got to dig in. He got to be the first
Yeah.
one to different. I agree. The leadoff hitters, different mentality.
Play ball. Here you come.
But you got to change something.
Yeah.
Being a Cub fan, I'm sitting here watching this going, if you tweak that lineup just a little,
maybe you need to make that phone call.
I might. Hold on a second. Let's see if
You got to call down the bar, Cubby's bar, and get
hey, Lou.
Pinella.
Yeah, Lou, Joe Stovall, Tell It Like It Is, UPTV Channel 6. Who am I? I'm the one. Hello?
He hung up on it.
Hello.
But the good positive thing about the Cubs, Ken Griffey Jr. said he would love to play in Chicago.
Yes. And that would be so sweet to have a.
He'd come there and get hurt.
Yeah, he'd fall in the dugout.
Yep, coming out.
You know what he'd trip over?
Run back in that, running that brick wall out there.
He'd fall over pie.
Would he? Strawberry pie,
Blueberry,
lemon meringue.
good
It's
old
summertime. You got
old sweet potato pie or whoever. But that's what would happen with Griffey. But that would be nice if you could get him there. The problem with Griffey is that the amount of money he's making right now with Cincinnati and the Cubs are being sold, I don't know if they're going to pick up any more additional money on their payroll. That's the issue at hand.
Man, Cubs sell out every game.
Yeah.
If they lose 95 games, they have 162 sellouts.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that's going on in baseball, Barry Bonds. What he got? Stat girl, how many home runs Barry Bonds got? 748?
He couldn't tell you.
You know.
How many he has?
How do you get the name Stat Girl and you don't know it? Huh?
Wasn't he only need 7 more?
Yeah, so he got 748. That's why I was asking you. Don't be sure.
She guessed it. Who he play for? Who Barry Bonds play for? Who cares?
You know what? That's really the kind of effort we've been looking for from you. Give her a hit at 384-2452. Save Stat Girl job. She only got about 20. If Stat Girl was on death row, she already had her last meal, and she's doing that.
She's condemned.
The longest yard, last walk, dead man walking.
Take my head, balls.
Good Green Mile reference there. See, you not only get sports here, you get movie trivia here too.
You're right.
But Bonds 748, he's only 7 away. But here's the twist. And the reason why I bring up Bonds tonight, Jason Giambi went and talked to George Mitchell, who's running the steroid investigation. How convenient that with 7 home runs away from Hank Aaron's 755, the investigation is speeding up. They told Giambi if he didn't talk yesterday,
They go suspend him.
they did like how the feds do it. You don't talk on Joe, we getting you.
Right.
First one to talk, deal.
Hold on. Let me get some water. We want to sit down and talk to you. How you doing? How your mama doing?
Hey, can we get something to drink for you, Mr. Green?
No, I'm all right.
Tell you what, we're going to leave the room and we're going to leave this notepad and this pen. You go ahead and write down everything you want to talk to us about and let us know when you're ready.
You're right.
And that's what they did to Jason Giambi. And it's just kind of, everybody say, oh, you think about conspiracies all the time. But why is this a issue? 7 home runs away from the record.
I'm so tired of steroid issue. I'm so tired of Pac-Man issue, the Michael Vick. I wish somebody do something.
Yeah.
Something else. Because they heavy on steroids. They know about these steroids. Yeah. When baseball was dying out, they had to bring the fans back into the game. And who brought the fans back? Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa.
And what's the old saying? Chicks love the long ball.
You're right.
And Major League Baseball made billions.
2-1 games ain't selling tickets.
Don't nobody want to see no pitchers duel. The baseball gods looked down upon them and said, hey, you do what you need to do to get people back in those stadiums after the 95 strike. And baseball turned a deaf ear and a blind eye on steroids. And not for 1 year, not for 2 years, but from 1998. And actually they was using them before then. But that's when it really jumped off. 1998, when Bond and McGwire, all the way up to 2003.
You're right.
They made billions off of it. And now they're going to be hypocrites and act like they're trying to clean up the game. Now that you done made your money.
You know who the first person they experimented on?
Who?
Brady Anderson.
And Brady Anderson.
He had 50 home runs.
1 year.
And now he's selling cold beer at the local tavern.
That's right. You're exactly right. Brady Anderson.
Let's try it on him.
Right. Old Baltimore Oriole.
It works.
Brady Anderson was hitting about 20 home runs a season his entire career. When he got hit with the juice, pew, his stuff spiked.
You're right.
You know, but Sammy Sosa, and I'm saying this not about steroids, Sammy Sosa just hit his 600th home run the other day.
Kudos.
Kudos to Sammy Sosa because baseball used Sammy Sosa. Just like you talk about Mark McGwire.
Yep.
The Cubs and the people in Chicago and the major league executives used Sammy Sosa, hitting all those home runs during that 5-6 year period. And then after that,
he had 545 home runs as a Cub.
545.
Man,
that is incredible. You know what's more incredible? This phone call. Caller, tell us your name. Tell us where you're calling from. Tell it like it is.
It's Burnett again. What's up, Joe?
What's going on?
Hey, man, look here, man. You know what? All of this stuff that you talked about tonight is media orchestrated. Pac-Man, the big bars, the juice, all that.
So you're saying
those papers and makes us look bad. But that's what they want us to do. The media wants us as African Americans, men making a lot of money to look bad.
That's true.
Okay, but here's the thing. If you see the trap and you smell the trap, why do we still go into the trap?
Money.
We've gotten so used to being untouchable because they coddle the athlete from the time you can throw a football down a football field or jump over a bar or anything. They let you get away with it until you get, like you said earlier, until they get done with you. And then when they get done with you, then that's when they want to throw you to the wolves.
You're right. You're right, caller.
Because the thing about it is, Barry Bonds, nobody said about no steroids when he was knocking home runs all over the place, like you said earlier.
Right.
Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire.
He's filling up ballparks.
They saved baseball. When they were saving baseball a couple of years back, wasn't nothing said about it. When they had the home run race. But now, they done with them, so they ready to throw them to the wolves.
Well, caller, that's some excellent points. You know every time you call us, you're always on point. You hit us anytime on Tell It Like It Is, UPTV Channel 6. We'll be hollering at you. We got some other folks trying to get in on this very important issue.
Okay, well, look here. My wife said, don't fire that girl. I got to come out to the etching. Cool.
Well, she got, about 3-4 more calls you got to get?
All right, okay, I got you.
All right.
Bro.
Take care. Excellent call.
Caller, tell it like it is. Hello, caller?
Well, caller, if the line was busy, you fell off, hit us back, 384-2452. Phone lines are still open. Stat Girl.
That was Stat Girl's cousin.
That was Stat Girl's cousin.
Hung up. That don't count as a call.
Right. Beans was boiling over.
What you mean, excuse you?
Right. Whatever.
2 snaps.
Whatever. Excuse me.
But speaking of Sammy Sosa, 545 home run as a Cub. Now he played for the Rangers and White Sox.
Mm-hmm. They hit about 6 for them?
Maybe. But you know, he has more home runs in Chicago than Babe Ruth had in New York.
I almost said something. Me. Get out of here.
You're right.
More home runs.
And in one season, as a Cub, he had 99 more RBIs than anybody else on the team.
Wow. And people, I'm glad you brought that up, Bun. You know why? Because I'm hearing this mess about, is he a Hall of Famer now with the steroid?
He deserve it.
How many?
It's 5.
Right.
5 more people.
And name the other 4. Ruth,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
Mays,
Yep.
Bonds,
And Sammy.
Sammy. And you gonna say he's not a Hall of Famer? That is ridiculous.
Right.
I don't care if he was drinking 40 ounces of steroids. To hit 600 home runs is a phenomenal feat in baseball. Period. I don't
tell
care
you
what
what.
anybody says.
A guy I worked with made a valid point. He said, if you take steroids, you still have to make eye coordination to hit the ball.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, he took steroids, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't see how many home run. Sylvester Stallone.
He whooped a whole lot of people in the running, man.
Right.
That's my movie stat of the week. He was.
We got to move forward after that one, man.
Richard Dawson running, man.
I remember the movie.
Buzzsaw.
Right.
Remember Jim Brown?
I'm with you. Wait a minute. This train's got to go that way. Let's move it forward. Well, next week, NBA draft is coming up.
Yeah.
And a lot of wheeling and dealing, a lot of conversation going on. Everybody knows right now Greg Oden, Kevin Durant, first pick, second pick. Durant first, Oden second. People flipping the coin right now.
Well, I want to be traded. No, I changed my mind. I want to be traded. No, I changed my mind.
Oh, I know who you are.
I want to be traded now. I'm for real.
Now you for real?
I'm for real.
Are you for real, for real?
For real, for real.
Everybody, give it up for Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, everybody.
I want to be traded.
Kobe Bryant, I want to be traded.
Not today.
When?
Tomorrow.
Not tomorrow? Well, that phone is ringing again.
It's her cousin.
Is this Stat Girl's cousin? I'll tell it like it is.
You what?
Is this Stat Girl's cousin?
No, it's not. But I'm talking about Kobe Bryant. What do you guys think about that punk getting traded to the Bulls? We don't want that, do we?
Are you a Bulls fan? First question.
Of course, and I don't want him.
And that's what I wanted to hear. That would be the worst move for the
Ever.
Bulls. Because
That'd
right,
be the worst. And the only reason that Kobe wants to go to a team that's winning is because he don't want Shaq to retire. And then when Kobe gets 40 and retires and say, oh, Shaq won a title and I never did after we split up and I broke the team up and broke the dynasty up.
Well, caller,
That guy has his. What?
Well, caller, one thing about Kobe Bryant, he always wanted to be like Mike. If you ever watched him, he talked like him. He used big words and he worded.
I know he does. He sticks his tongue out all the time. When he's not playing basketball, he's sitting in front of the TV watching Michael Jordan do interviews. I know.
Yeah, he would. So, who would the Bulls trade to get him?
right. If the trade happened, what do you think the Bulls would do in terms of who would they let go? Would it be a mix of players and picks, or would it be a combination of players from the Bulls and a third team to be brought in? What do you think is going to happen between now and next week?
Well, I think they're going to get rid of Luol Deng, that Ty Thomas, and then the draft pick.
So what is the number 9 pick the Bulls have in the draft this year?
Yeah, that's giving up a lot to get Kobe.
That's true.
I totally agree. Now, first of all, let me say this. You can say what you want about Kobe and his personality, skill level low, best player in the NBA right now. However,
That's your opinion.
no,
But
I'm telling you, Kobe Bryant. But there's the but.
LeBron James shot 40 times a game. He'd probably be the best player in the NBA.
And there's your but, because LeBron James made his team what? Better.
Right.
And I don't think Kobe Bryant, with all the skill that he has, can make his team better.
That's true.
Absolutely,
He
right.
does-
Because if you look at ESPN, they used to show stats with Kobe. They used to have a stat like when Kobe didn't play, they was a 500 team. And then when Kobe shot less than 20 times, they was this percentage. That's picking on a guy, and he should look into it and want to be a team. He's not a team player.
Yeah,
I know he's not.
But
Man,
caller,
I
I
don't
agree.
think the Bulls need him. I think he needs to, stay out there in Hollywood and lick his
I tell
lips
you
a
what.
lot.
I tell you what, he act that way in Chicago. The Chi-Town, they'll do something to him up there. He'd be in Lake Michigan.
Well, caller, I tell you what, you keep your eye on that. I'm not a Bulls fan, but I agree with you. I don't think the Bulls need to make that move. And between now and next week with the NBA draft right on the horizon, we're going to follow this story closely to see what happens with Kobe Bryant and whether the Lakers shipping over there to the United Center or if he stays at the Staples Center. So we appreciate you
Right.
calling.
That's right. I'm just telling you like it is, man.
There you go. Take care. He's right. The Bulls don't want to make that move.
No.
Luau Deng is
They're on the threshold of becoming a good team.
right.
I mean, they was there. I mean, they played good the first round, and Miami. They beat up on Miami. Then the second round, that's when it happened. The wheels fell off.
Right. They ran into Detroit, but now think about it. Against Detroit, the Bulls didn't play bad basketball.
No, just one quarter.
Yeah. 1 quarter of game here and there. Bulls could have been in the Eastern
But they also
Conference
talking about Kevin Garnett coming back home.
And speaking of Kevin Garnett, we just talked about Kobe Bryant and his.
I feel so.
I want to be traded. I want to be traded. Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant, Jermaine O'Neal are some of the names that you're hearing thrown about.
I feel sorry for Kevin Garnett.
Why do you feel sorry for Kevin Garnett?
I mean, many years they've been on the threshold of becoming a good team, getting over that hump.
Yeah.
And then what would happen?
They'd fall. Wally Zerbiak would go down, or
Then they trade him away. Sam
Stephon
Cassell.
Marbury, Sam Cassell, and who would be the mainstay? Who would have to stay home?
It's just like when the Sixers traded Moses Malone for Jeff Rutledge.
And Roy Henson. I remember that trade. I'm a Sixers fan. I was devastated.
I'm like,
Just
what?
2 years after we won the title.
You were like, what?
Nah, I was like, what are you doing? That is ridiculous.
You're right.
But yeah, Kevin Garnett, he's been in the league now 12 years.
He's on the backside of his career.
Yeah. Now, you remember he came in right out of high school.
Knees bad.
Knees bad.
He old.
Now, here's the rumor that you heard, first of all. Kevin Garnett to Phoenix for Amari Stoudemire. If you're Phoenix, do you make that trade?
That could put him there.
Do you think that puts Phoenix over the hump against a team like San Antonio?
Yes. It brings the inside. Stoudemire don't play no defense.
Yeah, but his upside, he's still young. He's still got some
He
potential.
got bad knees, Joe.
Yeah.
He's like me and you, man. He probably get up in the morning and have to have somebody come and stretch his knees out.
His knees ain't bad as mine. I'm gonna tell you right now. When I don't wake up in the morning.
They wake you up?
Right, in sections. First, to start with the feet and work his way up. But Jermaine O'Neal, he's been in Indiana for a while. His name's been bandied about. There was a trade between two old friends, Kevin McHale out of Minnesota, Danny Ainge in Boston. But guess who nixed it? Kevin Garnett said, I'm not going. Man, I'm in Minnesota. I'm on a bad team already. Why am I going to go to Boston? So they nixed that trade. So look for Kevin Garnett's going to get moved. He's got to get moved. I think he's in the same situation Allen Iverson was in at Philadelphia after 10 years.
It's time to move on.
It's time. If you haven't won with him, show a little respect to the player and let him go out and try it somewhere else.
Try his luck.
Philly let Iverson go to Denver. Let Kevin go.
Yeah.
But back
start
to
a campaign. Free Kevin.
free Kevin Garnett. Get some free Kevin T-shirts. I think that might be cool. We got about 5 minutes left in the show, Stat Girl. You been keeping track of your calls? We don't have what?
24.
Say what?
24 calls.
20,
On your phone?
24 text messages you've been sending over there? How many? I know y'all sitting at home counting 3842452. Stat Girl, I think, only got 2 calls tonight.
I think she's drinking Wild Irish Rose.
Yeah, she been hanging out with Pac-Man Jones and them. That's what it is. You been at one of them Scripper clubs? Scripper man.
Yeah, they look like, what are you talking about?
She know when she was watching the Clumps, and Grandma came in there. Ooh, Scripper man. You know what I'm talking about.
Ooh, Mike Douglas.
Ooh, they used to have relations.
Sherman got relations.
Sherman. We losing it again, man.
Hey.
You know what it is?
Is this sports or movies?
I don't know. I know one thing. We done lost track. The train done derailed.
I was falling off tracks.
We got to get back on. We only got about 5 minutes left. So
Stat Girl, pick the train up, put it back on the track.
put us back on there,
Get them tap them phones.
And get them folks calling. 3842452. You give us a hit. Tell it like it is. Couple more issues.
T-Dub.
Tiger Woods. Did anybody see the U.S. Open last weekend? Wow.
That was a great tournament.
Now, Tiger Woods, if you didn't get to see it, 18th hole, he's down one. Angel Cabrera had a one-stroke lead, and Tiger had about a 15-foot putt for birdie to send it to a playoff. He missed it by that much.
He's been missing by that the whole weekend.
But you know what? I finally started thinking about this.
That was a tough course, man.
That was a super tough course. But they need to change it from, the U.S. Open or the Masters or whatever it is. They should call the tournament, who can beat Tiger Woods?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. It's Tiger Woods and 100 other golfers playing against him. And then one guy comes out of the pack, and then he plays against Wood, and he prays that Woods don't get one of them miraculous shots.
Yeah, I would love to play with Tiger Woods. I mean, even though he probably hit the ball, I'll be hitting my third shot before he hit his second shot, or
you'd be hitting your fifth shot before Tiger hit his second shot.
And there was a joke said, Tiger said, Kmart.
Yeah.
They said, where are they going to build a Kmart? And he told Charles Barkley, he was with Charles Barkley, said he's going to build it between your ball and my ball. A super Kmart.
Right. Because Barkley, his ball go about that far.
Oh, yeah. He's a great golfer, though.
Excuse me, Mr. Barkley. Does your husband golf, too?
You're right.
But Tiger, once again, back to U.S. Open real quick. Here's where I look at his career. Here's Tiger. And if you drew a graph, you just draw a straight line. And then across that straight line, and then you take every other golfer and just go like this. His model of consistency, even if he doesn't win the tournament, he's always there.
Yeah.
Always there. Now, we got about a minute left in the show, and, as every week, we talk
Here come the Grim Reaper.
We talk about, serious subjects on Tell It Like It Is, and that one subject matter I've been telling you about for the past 2 weeks, who would win in a fight? Now, I started off with Layla Ali and Serena Williams. And, last week we had Phil Mickelson and Tiger Woods. Who would win in a fight between Peyton Manning and Tom Brady? Who do you think would win? Anybody?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady? Why?
Because Peyton Manning going to be doing all that talking. Hey, wow. And Tom Brady goes straight, just jab him.
Just give him one mouth shot?
Give him a mouth shot.
See,
while he doing all these, moving around,
Tom Brady just going,
damn.
Right.
He ain't going to do it like Derek D. Lee and miss.
And size.
He going to connect.
See, I've always looked, like Peyton Manning is deceptive. He got the soft body and, long neck. See, I think if Brady threw a shot at Manning, he leaned that neck out of the way and he'd come back and get him. And then, the other thing, like you said, Peyton doing this, that, and moving his hands around, and next thing you know, bow.
Well, next we're going to find out. You tell me who would win between Sammy Davis Jr. and Muhammad Ali.
Sammy Davis Jr. Man, Sammy Davis Jr. would knock Muhammad Ali out because he'd be tapping. And what y'all think?
Call in next week to find out.
Give us a hit. Jason, another great job. Stat Girl,
she's
you're
done.
Fired.
Deal or no deal.
Like The Apprentice say, you're out of here. You're like Omarosa. Come on now. Put the gun down, Stat Girl. Ah!
What you talking there? Step your game up. What you waiting for? Step your game up.
You are watching a master at work.